are driven by the finer things. I see more than materials and wealth. What have you got to give to me? What I don't already give myself. You are driven by the...
Hello. Sydney here. Welcome to a brand new episode of Illuminated Disclaimer. And I hope that you're all finding kind, intuitive, and innovative ways to find illumination in your path. I love me. I love me enough for the both of us. Whenever I look into the mirror, I say I'm fine. Because look at me. I'm fine. But deep it, if I am not my biggest cheerleader, then who would be? I look at myself and the progression is mad, like I've done 2 10K runs and a Tour de France. And I still have the energy to teach teachers, heal preachers, and make Lionel look messy. Because no, I'm not messy. Because these shots, I'm not missing. The power of the spoken word. That was a poem I wrote a few months ago. And with my poetry, I usually encapsulate a lot of positivity and self-love. And I use a lot of themes around mental health as well, because when I'm on my day-to-day life talking about myself, I like to big myself up, and I like saying my poetry to people to help them feel more energized and invigorated. And it just made me think that when it comes to my poems, I use the power of the spoken word. But we do a lot of spoken word in our everyday lives, don't we? We might talk to someone in a certain way, we might compare ourselves to other people. But how are we using the power of our own spoken word to influence our life and those around us? A lot of us, we might just downplay a compliment, for example. A lot of us might beat ourselves up and just say negative things about ourselves when we get something wrong. And we could be quite harsh to ourselves. We're in these bodies for potentially 125 years maximum, maybe even more with the power of AI, who knows? But it's crazy. Out of all the 8 billion people on the earth, we usually beat ourselves up with our words the most. And most of the time it's unknowing. I heard, and I do believe now, that our stomach is our second brain. Our gut is our second brain. And we get so much information, our brain cannot stomach it. So when we say things, the rest of our body takes it literally. So if you don't feel under the weather and you start saying that you are sick, for example, if you start saying that to yourself, eventually you'll believe it. If someone talks to you, for example, and says, "Oh, you're not looking too nice, you look a bit sick," if you let that person's words get to you, you start saying, "Yeah, I do kind of feel a bit sick." Now, this might not be the case for everybody, but I'll say, instead of just saying, "Sydney, that's not making no sense," observe. I'll say, go and do an exercise and observe what you say to yourself, how people say things to you. If people's words convince you, you don't realize that words cast spells. And when people start saying positive things about you, you've done really well, you're amazing, you start feeling this energy. When people say, "Oh, you could have done better," your day gets worse, and sometimes your day might be a write-off. We have so much power in our words, it's not even funny. But we're not taught these things. We're taught to say certain things like, "have a good week," should be "have a good strong," for example. That's just an example of some of the words that we actually say. And when we use these words in a negative way towards ourselves, sometimes unbeknownst to us, we can feel the effects. Now, I'm just saying, I want everybody, this is my gift, this is my homework, this is my spiritual task for all of you. Observe the way that people talk to each other. Observe the way that people talk to you. When they speak, do you automatically get those thoughts? If you get these thoughts and you think about them for a while, do you feel different within yourself? If you say to yourself, "I am happy, I am happy, I am happy," and you say that multiple times throughout the day, do you start feeling happier? I'll just say, just make an inventory and a stock of the things that you're saying to yourself, and take inventory of people people's opinions, reactions, all their words when it's directed to you. And please come back to me in the comment section. I truly believe that we should do more affirmations in our life. Talk about the good things. We live in this culture right now, especially in the UK, where we have a lot of doubt and fear. And we don't feel that we are up to the task. We don't feel like we're good enough. We don't value ourselves strong enough. We need to be more mindful of what we say. We need to probably have more times when we're just in our own zen. This could be meditation, this could be in nature, this could just be in a dark room while you're not doing anything, and actually focus on why you feel upset. Focus on what you usually say to yourself. Focus on if a negative thought comes into your head, what's it saying? I had a class today and I said to them, look, if you do feel a negative thought, grab that thought and challenge it. Oh, I don't like my hair like that. Why are you saying that? And when you challenge this thought, counteract it with a couple of positive thoughts. We have so much power and so much strength, but our words detract from our true goals. So what are you doing to make sure that your spoken word is benefiting you as a person? That has been a new episode of Illuminated Disclaimer. Thank you so much for listening. Please, bam, like, bam, subscribe, bam. Click that little bell icon as well. And also, if you have any ideas or any constructive criticism, anything, just please leave a comment. I'll be more than happy to read, and I appreciate all of you so much because we're on a learning curve together, and the more of you interact with me, the more I know how to adjust my YouTube and the video to make sure that I've helped more people in a more positive and abundant way. Positive. Wow, that's a new word. But until the next episode, thank you so much for listening. Love, light, and guidance, and I hope you find more ways to illuminate your path. Take care now.